Welcome to another edition of Meet the Cardinals, the opportunity we have to talk to some of the Cardinal stars to find out a little bit about them, both on and off the court. And joining us, Ziggy Satterthwaite from Rogers High School in Washington, North Carolina. Now, Rogers High School is in Tacoma, and Washington, North Carolina is in Washington, North Carolina. Ziggs, how are you, man?
I'm good. How about yourself, Dick?
I am absolutely awesome, and we're in a very cramped quarters here at Colorado Northwestern. Z is actually standing on the second step, and I'm on the top step, kind of sitting down a little bit. I am not taller than Ziggy. All right, let's talk about this basketball team. How much fun are you having? They're 14-0, 13th in the country. Got a pretty good group of guys who are giving you a raspberry right now, but that's all right. How are things going?
I love it, man. You know, these guys are my brothers. I just come out every night, and we go to war.
All right. Let's talk about it. Last year you were redshirt, and we'll get into that in just a second or so. But coming from Rogers High School to NIC, how did that process come about?
Well, actually, I was on a visit at another school, and my AAU coach called me and was like, "Don't
Tell
sign."
me it wasn't CSI. Tell me it wasn't CSI.
Oh, of course not. Of course not.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Well, we'll keep the name disclosed. And
Okay.
then my AAU coach called me and was like, "Don't sign yet. We got a school that's coming out, and they want to see you." And I went up to Rainier Beach, and me and old high school friend Marcus Harris, he went here last year.
Yeah, I know Marcus.
Yeah, so we went up there together and tried out, and they liked us, and that's how it happened.
So actually both of you came. That's how that ended up?
Yeah.
And so,
Coach Corey tells the story all the time. Like, they wanted Marcus, and then that didn't work out, and then I'm the one who's here now, so yeah.
hey, things work out sometimes, don't they?
Yes, sir. Yes,
All right,
sir.
let's talk about the high school game going into the junior college game. Talk a little bit about the transition.
Well, it's pretty difficult, you know, because I was the biggest guy in high school, and then coming into college, I'm not nearly the biggest guy.
You said, wait a second, there's dudes taller than me.
Yeah, you know, so I had to take that year and definitely develop my game a lot more, you know, get my footwork right, get my jumper right, you know, but definitely did me a lot of good.
I got to ask you, too, about the fact that you did redshirt last year. How tough was that? Not playing, seeing the guys you practice every single day. You don't get to play in the games, but I would imagine most of the guys that I talked to, when they come off their redshirt year, said it was the best thing that ever happened to them because it gave them an opportunity to work on their game. How do you feel about that?
Yeah, it definitely gave me an opportunity to work on my game, and it just taught me patience, honestly, truthfully. Like, before I was used to being just the man in my high school, you know, I would get to do what I want. You know, I played every minute of the game, basically, and then coming into college having a redshirt, I definitely took that year in stride and just worked to my game, you know, and after games, I'd be frustrated because I didn't play. I just go to the gym. I take all my frustrations out in the gym.
And how about playing with these guys? I mean, you get to bang with BJ and Caleb and Gola and those cats, Scott Turner, and of course, you know, Mr. Tony Knox. We call him Tony Knox, Tony Nacarado. How about those guys? They're a lot of fun, isn't it?
Yeah, it makes me a lot better because it's from 1 to 12. Everyone's just good. There's talent all across the board, so it just makes our team a lot better. You know, everyone's battling every day.
I mean, I watch these guys in practice. You guys go after it
every day. Yeah, it's a challenge to battle every day, and I love it. I love it because you continue to get better every day. It's not like you just come and you're the man. No, there's always someone that's after your spot, after your playing time. I love that. That's good.
I know. If you want the PT, you got to work, don't you?
Oh, you got to battle, man. Definitely.
All right, let's talk about Ziggy off the court. My goodness sakes. Over the years, I don't think I've seen any player that doesn't smile more than Ziggy.
Yeah.
I mean, what's in your makeup that makes you just so happy? I mean, all the time. I mean, is it your outlook in life? Is it your upbringing? Talk about that.
Yeah, it's probably my outlook in life and a little bit of my upbringing. You know, just be happy. I don't know. There's no reason to not have a smile on your face. You know, there's always someone that's doing worse than you. So just be happy.
I'm gonna save that quote, folks. There's always somebody that could be worse than you, and that is certainly a big deal. All right, let's talk about Ziggy here, standing 6'7". What does a 6'7" guy like to do when he's not playing basketball?
Work out, go to the gym, play a lot of Xbox in my house, a lot of FIFA in my house. Me, Lucas, and Brian, we go after it.
All right, here we go. It's the call-out time here. You got Lucas Antonez, who likes to do basketball videos thinking as a soccer player,
Absolutely,
you know, kicking with the ball.
Yeah.
Then you got Brian Angola Rodas that thinks he's the FIFA king while shooting 40-foot three-pointers.
Yeah.
Who is – lay it down right here now, Ziggs.
Yeah.
Who's the best FIFA player on the Xbox?
I'm not even gonna lie and say myself. The best player I've come across is probably Caleb. He's
Caleb?
ridiculous. Yeah,
So
you'd be surprised. He's really good at FIFA. Like when I first played him, I was like, hold on, bro. Like, yeah, he's good.
all of a sudden, out of left field comes Caleb. Yeah. Caleb Warner, the FIFA king?
The FIFA king for sure. I'm not going to say the FIFA king. I'm not going to give him that much credit.
Not that many props.
Yeah, but he's good. He's a good FIFA player for sure.
All right. Let me see. I've noticed a lot of the players have those little, what do they call those things on wheels? Those
the hoverboards.
Hoverboards?
Yeah.
You ever tried that?
I have. I'm actually good at it. I wanted one, but I'm not going to spend $500 on a board. No
That's
way.
crazy.
Yeah, Sam's is like $800, and so is Dylan's. There's no way.
I'm going to ask them where they got their money.
Yeah, for sure. There's no way I'm spending $800 on a board. No way.
I got a 20-year-old truck. I mean,
yeah.
look at it. Do you cook?
I do.
All right. Everybody's coming over, you know.
Well, actually, Sam's house is the house to go to if you want to eat.
Well, yeah, because his dad's, he
okay,
catered.
Yeah, so
catered us.
That in his blood. That
no, I'm on Ziggy. Ziggy's going to cook Richie dinner. What do you cook me, man?
I'll cook you some chicken Alfredo, something like that.
Nice.
Yeah, for sure.
Nice. Chicken Alfredo. Other hobbies. You ever tried skiing? I want to see a 6'7" Ziggy on a pair of skis.
I've never skied or snowboarded. You know, Charlie from last year used to snowboard. And
Yeah.
he's almost 7 feet, so I mean, I'm sure I could do it, but yeah.
It's like a tree coming down the hill at you.
Sure. Yeah.
All right. Are you a Star Wars fan?
No, I watched Star Trek when I was growing up.
You were a Star Trek fan.
I did.
All right. So were you a Captain Kirk or were you a Spock or who were you?
Captain Kirk for sure. I just watched it with my grandpa, so he watched a lot of Star Trek, and so I just sit in the room with him and just watch Star Trek all day.
I always tried to figure out Spock. I never could figure out what that little thing was. I could never figure that out. Shout out time here. Shout out anybody around the world that you want to say hi to, man?
Yeah, my aunt and uncle in Newport News, Virginia, my grandma in Washington, North Carolina, and then my family back in Tacoma.
All right. By the way, I went to Franklin Pierce High School just down the road from Rogers.
Yeah, I know. You told me that the other day. Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah. I would have never knew.
Yeah. That was when they had Conestoga wagons, I think is how long ago that was. Ziggy, man, I appreciate it.
All right, thank you for having me.
All right. That is Ziggy, and this is another edition of Meet the Cardinals.